Okay guys, this is Tom here, and this is the Walters SW1 engine that I showed before, and the decoder came in today, so we're going to show how we do this. But I was trying to figure out how to open this thing, and I took the couplers off because there was a screw there on each end. I thought maybe that was holding the shell on, but it wasn't. So this is for Dwight. This is what I put the parts in, and then I just wrote on the top there SW1 in pencil. Then I can wipe that off. It's not a permanent thing. But just put the little parts in there, you know, the coupler boxes and the screws, and one of the grab irons that are on the back came off, so I got to put that back on when I was trying to take this thing apart. But what I found was that all I had to do was squeeze right here, and then I lifted up a little bit, and then there was a gap in there, right along the edge here, and I was able to get my small flathead plier screwdriver that I have, not plier, screwdriver, and start prying it up, and then it pried up, and then it just came out, and boom, like so. The only thing that's holding it together to the frame is the front LED wire. So I don't really need that. And as you can see, there's a 21 pin decoder in there. So all we got to do is remove that decoder and put in the one that I just got, which is the Tsunami 2. It's a TSU 21 PNEM8 digital sound decoder, part number 885823. It's an EMD-2 diesel. That's the sound system that's in there. So I already took the staples out and pull this out, and then it gives you the instructions in there. And you always put the decoder upside down when you put it on a board, so that's showing you doing that. So we take the decoder out, there, and that's the decoder. And the first time I did this was with a buddy board with a 21 pin, and I put it this way, and that was the wrong way, so you got to put it with these facing up. So we'll put that right there, and then we'll be careful pulling this one out. I always rock it left to right a little bit, and then it comes off without bending any of the pins. So this is a ESU 5.1.08. It doesn't tell you the model number, I don't think. Let's see on the other side. It's a 5.1 R0, whatever that number is for, and it doesn't tell you the model number. I think it's an economy decoder that they put in. I don't know. It's just going to go into my folder that I have with my decoders. I have an ESU and SoundTraxx thing in there. So then what we do is we take this, and again, these holes go down, and then we just line it up like so. Until the pins, you can feel them on the top as you put it on. They don't have to come all the way up, just enough. And that's that. So now we're going to put it on the track, and hopefully this Walters board isn't proprietary like Scale Trains does. We're going to know in a minute. So I'm going to move it over to the track. I'll leave the shell off to the side. Then I'll move the camera over there. Well, I can hear it. See if I can line up this camera. There we go. So that's there. Now, that's going to be engine number 3, so let's just select Loco 3. And bell. And if we turn the headlight on, we should be able to see that come on. There it is. So it works. Excuse me. I was outside cutting grass, and I got some grass in my nose and trying to blow it all out and stuff. So it's a very simple switch over. All I gotta do is put it back together. Go into Decoder Pro on my computer here and delete this engine out of the roster, and then redo it again, because the original one has the ESU decoder in there, and can't make a dupe. You can't call it the same road number, which is 1013. So I'll do that. And then I will come back in the next session and show it running when I have it all coded up. And I'll put the couplers back on. Then I'll come back here and we'll run it back and forth here, and then we'll put it on the layout and run it into the yard. So we'll see how that goes too. So we'll be back in the next session. See you then. Please stand by. I will be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. I got the shell back on, the couplers on, the rail, the rung on parts, and set it all up in the CVs and everything. So let's give it a sound, and let's see. So the sound will come on as soon as I throttle it up. The sound goes off after 15 seconds automatically. That's a CV setting I set up, so you don't have to listen to it all day long. So here we go. That's at speed step 4. You can hear the bell ringing. It rings for 10 seconds and then it goes off. And we'll stop it. And we'll put it in reverse. And that's it. So, and the next session I'll be on the layout with it. Everything works on it except for the rear light. I think the rear light burned out already because I can't get it to come on. I spoke to SoundTraxx earlier and I checked a couple CV settings. And I was right on the CV settings to get the rear light to come on, but it doesn't come on. I factory reset the decoder, and it still doesn't come on. So I think it got burned out. I don't know how. It's a brand new engine, so I'm going to have to call Walters and see. That was Harley, seeing somebody. And I call Walters up and see if they have an idea of what I can do with that LED. Maybe they can send me another one. So we'll come back in the next session. We'll be on the layout and we'll run it into the yard and see how it goes. Okay, we'll see you then. Please stand by. I will be right back. Okay, gang, we got the engine on the track now, on the layout, and we're going to put it in the lower yard over there, which is underneath that level there. Just going to put it in there for now. Not going to mess around with it in there, but I'm just going to run it in there. So I have to change the turnout, which is that guy there. So that's number 104. So what I'm going to do is go over here and go to 104 and hit the button. See how 104 popped up? And it changed. And then up on the panel there, you'll see that the red light means that that turnout is now on the diversion track. So we selected engine 1013 in my power cab, and I'm going to hit speed step 128 and going to make the announcement. So it made it in the yard there. That's all I wanted to do. I got to figure out where I'm going to put it. I think I'm going to put it in that engine house back there. I eventually might put another stall in there for the other engine. I think I might have enough room to do that. I got to check it out. But that's that. So it does work, and it makes that corner and everything, so that's good. And we'll go from there. And other than that, today I was working on some other things. I had a wiring issue up on the 5th level. Up there you see those two SD40s. They're my engines, the Pennsylvania Railroad engines, and that whole bus line had no power on it. I couldn't figure out that signal right there next to that push button. That was red before, and I couldn't figure out what was going on because I wanted to move those two engines back over to pick up the train, and I couldn't change the turnout. The turnout wasn't moving, and I go, what's going on? So I traced the bus line for that inside track all the way down to the EB1, and all I did was remove the wires from the EB01, which is clipped together, and I tested it on my meter, and I had 14 volts, and then I plugged them back in, and as soon as that happened, it fired up. So this is a strange thing, you never know. So, but that's it, folks. And I'm still trying to get that the oil tank train running up there. I added 3 more cars that I replaced some trucks on it, and I'm going to test that out again later, and we'll see what happens with that. If I get it going around successfully, I'm going to put my Mevo camera on that train, and then we'll watch it run around, and we'll go from there. So that's it, folks. We'll catch you in the next video, and the SW1 is operational, and the only thing that doesn't work is the rear light. And like I said earlier, I'm going to contact Walters and see if they have any replacement for me, because it needs a connector on the end of it just to plug into the board. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, we'll catch you all later. This is Tom, and everybody take care. See you later. Okay, thank you for stopping by. Please hit the like button and leave a comment. We'll see you all soon.